Yeah, stuff like Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro said the same thing. Who cares who killed JFK?
Is he wrong?
Yeah, and obviously he's right.
Why?
That's why he doesn't care. That's why he says who cares? It's like in the Wizard of Oz.
But like I said, you just all you're doing is you haven't presented any solutions.
Well,
he said he told him to go back home
for real. Like how Trump said, support all these like illegals and then stop the wars. But I mean, if we did that, Trump would get assassinated for real. Like not like the theater that happened. He would get
so then there is no solution. So there is no solution because Trump, if he does the right thing, he would get assassinated for real, like you say. And you're like, oh, and you have all these theories that all these things are fake. It seems like.
Yeah, so like if we cut off our ties from Israel, we're still heavily infiltrated by them.
Right. So there's no solution except to work with them, right?
I think they'll collapse the American economy if they want to. I really believe that.
If they take over the Middle East, they take over the world. So we kind of either got to stop it now or we're all doomed. Like we'll be slaves to them. In their end times, they think they're all going to get 1,800 slaves.
What's Iran's end times?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not as evil as that. You know, because they love slavery, and they think we're cattle.
I'm fine with slavery. I don't mind slavery.
Well, actually,
and you know about all this stuff, Hake, but you don't really you know about the Samson option. You know about the U.S.
I know.
You know about
I don't know what the significance of the. I don't know the significance of the liberty. I don't get it. I get the claims. I really don't know about JFK. This is the yesterday and today are the first time I ever heard about this. And you tend to jump to conclusions that aren't necessarily true. And then you don't really have a solution other than what Trump is doing, which is working with them, but trying to rein in and keep America first. But you guys don't think that Trump is keeping America first because you guys are in your heads.
Not.
It's not obvious to me that he's not.
He traded space once again.
How so?
Stop the wars. He said he was gonna have mass deportations. He didn't do that. He hasn't stopped.
That's not betrayal. He's being stopped.
He's giving Bibi everything he wants.
No, he's not. Bibi. Somebody said that Bibi looked frustrated at what Trump was not giving him everything.
That was an act. That was a game. They played a game on the Iranians.
Yeah, because it's never enough for them.
Well, cry more about it, man. I gotta go.
Oh, no one's crying. No one's crying. You're
yeah, you are.
No.
Yeah, you are. You were. Yeah, ad hominems are for real. Ad hominems are the most important thing, because the most important thing in your life is you. But you think you're all caught up with this thing, which has nothing to do with your life, really.
Not being dishonest, you know I'm not crying. You know I'm not.
I don't know that. You seem like you're crying. You were practically to the verge of tears when I tried to force you to answer my question, and you were being all frustrated. Can I talk to the world? Oh, anyway, I gotta go, Elijah.
On right now?
What?
Okay. Good job, Egg. Good job, Omar.
All right, take care, buddy.
You too.
Thanks
he
for
seems
calling.
Mexican. I think he's Mexican influenced because the Mexicans are kind of unreasonable.
It's all right. He's a customer.
Like
hey, be nice to the customer.
He's supposedly white, but he doesn't really act like it.
But he's making sense, though.
Not to me. He doesn't make sense to me.
I know, because you can have, what you're saying is that because we came in, we took America. Yeah, but I mean, we were dealing with a people who
no, I don't care about people say the same thing about America that they say about Israel. Oh, Americans came in and white people took over. I don't care about that.
I'll defend America.
But I'm just saying it's not a good point, and it's not reasonable to say, oh, we needed to. What's the solution?
I have the solution. There is no. You want to hear the solution?
Yeah, what's the solution?
Well, right now there's 22 cents Palestinian land that's still left and recognized by the international, even by the United States. Just give them that state, and everybody live happily ever after. They don't want to even do that.
Oh, yeah, right.
They take
That's not a solution, man. Nobody's talking about happily ever after. Okay, I got to move on. I got to get to...
yeah, get the coffee, guys. Let's go. The people pay money.
Terry in Oregon been on hold for...
Sorry.
Terry dropped. In the world? Terrible. That's not right. I had it all loud because Elijah was quiet. Oh, speaking of Elijah, he gave a super chat saying Israel created Hamas and ISIS.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Did they create them or did they just fund them?
No, I'm gonna tell you. I have a
because Obama and Hillary are the co-founders of ISIS,
No, I'm
according
gonna tell
to
you
Trump.
what. You have time? There's 5 minutes. Can I tell you what?
No, we don't really have time.
Okay.
We don't have 5 minutes. Give me 30 seconds.
Okay. The whole idea was to create a state, an ISIS state, to bring all the extremists from all over the world and kill them. That's all it is. It was a grinder, meat grinder. That's what they did. They killed all of them.
And so, how did Israel found them?
They created the leader, Baghdadi, was an agent for Israel, and he claimed to be a. What they did is they needed to get all the extremists to one place and kill them, like what you do with a mouse with cheese. Even right now, 2 weeks ago, they had ISIS inside Gaza, and everybody yelled at Netanyahu. He said, "Oh, we need them to kill the bad guys."
Okay, I have another super chat. I got to cut you off. Harmony bought our coffee. Isn't it amazing JLP's assignment for the week? Neither to agree nor disagree. And all this war mess is happening? Yeah, it is. God knows what he is doing, and I trust him. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. But everybody's getting troubled.
Yeah.
And Cesar, 3 coffees. Sup, Hake? Well, Hake, I got to give you credit for handling that 2 versus 1 battle with the based caller and based Omar. It was almost as if you were balancing a full cup of water with one hand, holding back a lion, using a chair with the other hand. That was impressive. W, Alpha Back, Hake, strong arm. BSKT, the first caller, got a little angry or passionate since it sounds nicer. Yeah, man. Don't be making excuses for anger, just calling it passion. And Eli just jumping to conclusions too is crazy in the world. And I have let me just see if I can plow through calls, okay? Let's see. Jeff in Louisiana. Jeff, go ahead, man.
Hey, man, I got questions really more for Omar since he's more into this stuff.
Okay.
About the guy talking about they trying to drag us into war, Trump's going to go to war and stuff. Do you find it kind of interesting that he sent in the warship aircraft carrier, the Nemesis, over there, and
yes.
that ship's supposed to be decommissioned next year, so that could be setting up a thing saying Iran bombed it and sunk it.
Yeah,
and get us involved in the war.
That ship has a special duty. It carries it has the B-52 bombers and has all these bombs. And the bad thing is we're moving it from the Pacific, where the Chinese now are supreme, and moving it to the Middle East and leaving that area. We might end up losing Taiwan for Israel. You understand? So the whole idea, my friend, this is an unnecessary war. It was a war of aggression. The Iranians did not do nothing. They agreed to all the things we were telling them. Everything they said, we said yes. Even
if that's true, then why did they attack?
They changed the deal. They were supposed to have a deal in the beginning where the United States said, okay, you could process uranium at 3.67%. The Iranians said, okay. Then Netanyahu made a phone call. He said, no, you have to dismantle everything. Who are you to tell another country that they have to dismantle their right to nuclear reactors for electricity? Why? The United States, Israel is not a fighting nation. Oh, they're brave. I told you that the Israeli soldiers are coward by nature. I told you that about a year ago.
The U.S. is behind them.
If it wasn't for the United States, my friend, they won't fight nobody.
I know, but the reality is they have America, so they're using America.
Eventually, that one day that support will die. And
I know that.
And Israel will collapse.
And America will collapse too.
Huh?
America's going to collapse too with the drop in.
Why will America collapse?
Because America's the Israel haters are not mostly decent people like you guys. Because I consider Elijah and KT and you to be somewhat friends of America. But most of the people who are hating Israel are these pro-Palestine protesters who are anti-white and anti-Christian. They're going to be the ones who take over.
No, you guys are under control.
Look at it. Ilhan Omar, Cortez, those people are going to destroy America. America is gone.
If the United States ever says, we're not going to help you, the The Jewish economists will collapse the United States economy from within.
Last word, Jeff. Go ahead. Jeff, go ahead.
Your question.
Yeah.
Iran didn't attack Israel. It was Hezbollah and other groups. Those are the same kind of terrorist organizations that attacked the U.S. See, it wasn't a country. It was a terrorist group. They may have had a place to stay there and stuff, but it's not necessarily their politics that did it.
Who's that? Who's
what we did? We wouldn't destroy Afghanistan and Iraq to kill Obama.
I get that we made enemies in the Middle East. America has made enemies in the Middle East.
I think, but we spent 20 years over in that crap.
Yeah,
and we never found him. Where was
yeah. I know all that intelligence was. What was it, a lie? But was it Bibi's lie? I don't get blaming Bibi. That's the first time I've heard Bibi blamed for the WMD's weapons of mass destruction lie, they call it.
Yeah,
I ain't blaming for that. I'm just saying.
No. Somebody else blamed Bibi today. I had never heard Bibi be blamed. Somebody said Bibi did 9/11, and I asked him about it later, and he's like, "Oh no, I actually don't know that." I'm like, what in the world? You Jew blamers.
You don't know how many people you got like Bin Laden out there that get billions and billions and billions of dollars a day on the oil company.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think.
I want to say something about Biden, if you don't mind, though.
We have like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Jeff, Louisiana, interested, man. I appreciate your call.
Okay.
Take care. Oh man, he got me with the click.
You know how they kept Biden president and he wasn't making any sense?
Yes.
Because they were giving money to Israel and Ukraine. He didn't know what was going on. He didn't know there was wars. They just, just signed it. He was there for the service just to give away America's money. That's all he was. That's why he was staying president. Because he was serving the purpose for the people behind the scene for the war in Israel and Ukraine. Anyway, you want to go to another call or you want to call it a day?
I have like a minute until I have to end. And so I want to make sure that people know to follow you, Third Rail with Omar, Third, THIRD _ Rail, RAIL, on YouTube. On X, it's The Comforter _1 on X. And on TikTok, it is Third, THIRD, Rail, RAIL, Omar, OMAR, all one word, no hyphens, no underscores, on TikTok.